Hey, good morning. Welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Welcome to the new subscribers. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm glad you found this channel for whatever reason. Listen, across the multiple media outlets, there is a report that the Kremlin has been attacked by 2 Ukrainian drones. The Russians claim that they were successfully shot down. However, that the Kremlin did receive some minor damage. Now, is that true? I don't know. Is it Russian propaganda? I don't know. It could go either way. If it was fake, the Russians could be using that to say, okay, they attacked our country, our sovereign soil, our capital in an attempt to assassinate our leader, and now we have the excuse to use maybe a small nuclear weapon, go in and completely destroy Kiev, unleash everything we have. I don't know. It would seem to me that since the ambassador to the United States has said we are in a hot war with the United States, meaning the Russians, and other generals have said it is time to go after the United States for supplying the weapons to Ukraine to use against the Soviet Union. Why not do it now while the imbecile in chief is still in the White House? So if it is true, and Ukraine does have the capability to strike the Kremlin, and they said, what the hell, we're already taking a beating, why not make the Russian civilians, pay a price and become aware of it and possibly foment unrest among the civilian population in Russia? We already know that some 2,500 at best guess were already arrested by the KGB and the police for protesting the invasion of Ukraine. But now, if there is actual war in Moscow, at the Kremlin, and possibly scaring the civilians into action or calling for a complete destruction in Ukraine and taking over or destroying the largest nuclear plant in Europe, what would that do? What is the United States reaction going to be? What is the Russian retaliation will be? Will it be against us? Will it be against everyone that has supplied the arms? And I guarantee you, people are starting to become battle fatigued in supplying munitions, money, arms, intelligence to the Ukrainian people, the warriors who are defending their country. And Zelensky may end up somewhere on the Riviera, a billionaire, in his home he reportedly bought for his mother with our taxpayer dollars, and saying, I had to flee for my life, and a few of his cabinet positions while the Russian army invades and takes over Ukraine. Will the United States, will the NATO, will the United Nations allow them to roll across the border unchecked, committing civilian atrocities in retaliation for the supposed attack? Use of tactical nuclear weapons has been bandied about. Is this an excuse to use them? Maybe chemical warfare. I don't know. The red lines that Joe Biden keeps putting out there, not only from the Obama administration, but from this feckless administration under Anthony Blinken, they just look at that and say, oh, that's just a red stripe on the ground, theoretically. That doesn't mean anything. Could this draw American soldiers into the fray? We already have reportedly 200 or less there providing real-time intelligence. Could that escalate us even more? Under this fool coming up for re-election, anything could happen. I don't know. We'll have to wait to see what further events, what actions happen. It could just be an escalation to World War III and drawing the United States into it, whether we want to be there or not. My best advice to you is keep on prepping, stacking up food, water, certainly medicines and medical supplies. I'm telling you, you cannot have enough gauze bandages and wraps and fish antibiotics. I can tell you right now, the hospitals locally here are being overwhelmed by illegal immigrants sitting in the ER rooms, waiting to see a doctor for their diseases, for their medical infirmities that they brought across the border with them. And it is taking a toll, a heavy toll, on the local hospitals financially. You may have to become your own doctor if things happen, and I am telling you, things will happen. Have medical books, not text, not videos, not anything else, actual medical books on how to do first aid, how to treat infections with what medicines, and I certainly would get a pharmacy book that describes what the medicines are, the antibiotics, what they treat, and what not to mix with them because it can be toxic and deadly. I certainly would definitely look into buying one of those. Any nurses' books or anything else, pharmacy books, would be of great benefit, especially if it's in writing and you have a hard copy to say, I'm not a doctor, but here, I know someone who is or has far more medical knowledge than me. I certainly would do that. And I have done it. Thank you for liking and subscribing to Erie Shores Prepping. Again, welcome to the new subscribers. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for finding me. Please refer this channel. I'm spreading the word of God as well as other information. Please refer, like, share, give me the thumbs up, leave your comments. Let me know. Thank you. Greg out.